Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going? Hello, hello. I'll clean this later. Whatever, I don't care. Hi, Access. Hi, Spin. Hi, Bill. Hi, Patser. Hi, Arctic. Hi, Flav Loco. Hello, Owen. Thank you, Owen, for gifting us up. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hi, Arctic. Hi, Hillary Clinton. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Uh, Mm, I need to stretch. I've been sitting on this chair trying to catch up with work. Hi, Arkeys. How are you doing? Hi, Joe. What's up? Hi, Axis. Hi, Patser. Yeah, I've been trying to catch up with work today, but there's a lot to do, and I hope that, this week I can catch up because I'm actually leaving for a few days for Thanksgiving. So that means we will have a stream every single day up until Thursday, starting today. Yeah. Well, I was gonna work today either way. I was just supposed to work Friday, but then, you know, um, life had other plans. And then, I took the day off Saturday because that was already the plan anyways. And here I am on Sunday. I've been sticking to waking up earlier though. I've been forcing myself up around 6, 7 a.m. So that's been pretty good. Champagne, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, thank you for the 23 months. Yeah, no, Friday was honestly a terrible day. I was not expecting it. Yeah, I've been setting an alarm. I've been setting an alarm. If you guys didn't see in the Discord, my hamster, you guys probably heard of her, Carrot, died Friday morning, unfortunately, and it was so sad. It was like one of those things where you don't expect it, but then the signs were all there once you like put it all together, and that's kind of what happened. You know what I mean? So it's very sad. I don't know why there's like a little bug here, it's pissing me off, but yeah, it was very, very, very sad. Very sad. Well, I only had it for like 5 months, but yeah, in retrospect, everything now makes sense because she was way too small for her size, and I got her from Petco. And so I thought that that was weird. But then there are hamsters that are like really small for their size. But she was like, she never seemed to really gain weight. And so I'm like, I initially thought she was just really young. But apparently, I think what it most likely was um I think she never fully developed. You know what I mean? I think that her kidneys were not fully developed, unfortunately. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so it finally caught up. So I know that with small animals, sometimes the way that it works is that they basically their other organs can compensate for a bad organ or organ that doesn't work properly. Thank you, Spin. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And it can do that for a while, but then, their organs work over time and eventually catches up with them. And so that's what happened. Yeah, it's most likely what happened. Hi, Cheesy. My hamster died. It was, I don't know, it was hard because when I bought her from the store, she was sick, and I nursed her back to health, and she actually was doing really good. And she was such a lively hamster. I mean, she was always so active. But the past 2 weeks, like, I started noticing certain signs, and now I know why they say to go to the vet, the moment that you think something is off. Because, like, I remember I was like, I picked her up and she looked kind of tired, like when somebody's in pain. And I was literally like, talking about that. And I'm just like, looks like she might be in pain or something like that. But I didn't think anything of it. Of course, she's very active still, but because hamsters are prey animals, they actually unfortunately hide pain very well. So they are. Yeah, she died young, unfortunately, and that's my cue to never buy from a chain pet store ever again. That is not something I'll ever be doing. I already decided that long ago, truthfully, like the day after I bought her, because I was looking into it. But she was like amazing hamster, and it was like, you know, the last 2 weeks, this bug is like pissing me off. It came out of nowhere, literally came out of nowhere. It's so annoying. Anyways, like a tiny little bug, and you guys probably can't see it. Maybe you can. It's pissing me off. Get out of here, Jesus. My God. Okay. I don't know. I'm not ready to get another one, truthfully. And if I do, I would have to go through an ethical breeder, and that could be pretty difficult. Hi, A2. Anyway, so 2 weeks ago, like I thought when I moved, I thought she was gaining weight for winter. So I brushed it off. I was like, oh, you know, like she's much heavier now, right? And I'm just like, okay, probably makes sense for winter because I think that they tend to, you know, tend to gain weight around winter. But then like 2 days later, she was back to her normal weight. Like she didn't feel as heavy. And so I was like, what is, you know, going on? I didn't think much of it. I'm like, huh, that's weird, you know? And so again, like just did not think much of it. But then like, little time passes by and then I like started to notice that she looks kind of tired. And then I think like 6 days ago, no, 5 days before she passed away, she started being very, very, very active. I don't think it was the wind. I think she was basically pet stores buy from breeding mills, and breeding mills tend to have a lot of inbreeding. And the problem with inbreeding obviously is that if there's like, I think, what is it called? Like a genetic variant, like if you're predisposed to something like diabetes, it's twice as likely to happen to you. And so what happens with a lot of these hamsters is that they tend to like have deformities, and they some of them don't develop properly. And for her size, what most likely happened is that she never developed fully. It might have been the environment. It might have been like, you know, again, the inbreeding. So it was going to catch up with her no matter what. That's why even going to the vet wouldn't have done anything. And it's very clear now that her kidneys were just not fully developed, just based on what I saw the last few days. But like she became like very active, and so when she was awake, I would call her and she would come, you know what I mean? But if she was like doing something, she wouldn't. But then like I noticed that like if she saw me or heard me, or if I called her, she would drop anything she's doing and run to me like the past 5 days. And I'm just like, first of all, why is this hamster up so much right now? I thought that maybe it was the seasonal change. And so I'm like, okay, you know, maybe she's adjusting. Sometimes it happens. And so that was another cue. And so like she was always up, and I'm like, this is so weird. Is she like taking naps in between? Because obviously when I'm sleeping, I don't see her, but she was like up during the day, but she was so active, like very active, always doing things, always running around, coming to me when I call her. And you know, she was eating, she was drinking water, but then I noticed that she's drinking a lot of water, and I thought that I was like imagining things. But then, of course, conveniently, like I researched a little bit, and then it says online that female Syrian hamsters drink a lot of water. So freaking thank you, Bishop. Thank you. It's so sad. And I'm just like, so like everything was so subtle and inconveniently convenient, like all the symptoms. You know what I mean? Like the seasonal change and the sleep change because of the seasonal change, because it's become so cold here the past week. You know what I mean? And so like it threw me off. And then like I went to clean her sand bath, and she steps on her bowl a lot, but I can't give her like water bottle because she'll try to climb it and then it'll get knocked over. And so I had to give her like a small bowl, and she steps on it a lot, and it's close to her sand bath. So when I picked up her sand bath, because she was starting to look like she wasn't cleaning herself, and so I'm like, okay, maybe it's the sand bath, you know what I mean? Like something going on with the sand bath. And so I go in the sand bath, and it's just like basically all wet and it's a big sand bath. And I'm like, there's no way in hell that that's just all urine, because hamsters use it as a litter box as well. And I'm like, that's just like not possible. That's too much. So I thought what was happening was that she was stepping on the water and it was falling on the sand bath, of course. It was just so, again, another convenient thing. You know what I mean? Where it's like, huh, like that can definitely happen. That's definitely plausible, right? And so I'm like, okay, so it's most likely that it's just impossible. But turns out what was happening is that her kidneys were failing. And so she was drinking a lot of water and couldn't keep it down. And it just got worse and worse the past, you know, the last few days. And when I went to clean her enclosure, her like tunnel where she sleeps the night before she died, she stuffed all her toys inside the tunnel. And I'm like, that's, I know, I guess hamsters do that sometimes, but she's never done that. And I guess it was like a comfort response, like to feel comfortable because she was feeling unwell. And then that's why she was like running to me every time she heard me, because it's like a comfort thing. Because obviously when you're the one taking care of the hamster and feeding them all the time, they associate you with comfort. So it's very sad, very, very sad. And so like I thought that that was like so strange, but yeah, so apparently you know, her kidneys were just failing and there was really nothing that could be done about that. I bought her like a bunch of new things, so it kind of sucked too. Yeah. It kind of sucked that uh you know, it came like the day after she died and it was just kind of raw, and I'm like, oh, that's so sad. But the one good thing I'll tell you guys is that I bought her some new substrate and it actually came the night before she passed away, and she spent like 20 minutes in there just chewing it. She loved it so much. And so it was like a nice little parting gift, I guess, for her, because she just loved it. She actually died with a substrate in her mouth. Anyways, by the way, seeing a dead hamster is a little traumatic, I'll say, that's for sure. Like when I cuz so when I clean her, she has like a box in there, just a regular, you know, paper box. And there's like doors on each of the boxes. And so when I clean the box, like I put the big door by accident on the side of the tank where you can see inside. And so when I woke up that morning, I looked in there and I saw her, and I first thought she was sleeping. Yeah, sorry, it just showed that it dropped. I first thought she was sleeping, but I'm like, huh, that's kind of funny. She's sleeping on her back. But then I realized after like looking closer that she was super stiff and like her mouth was open, and I'm like, oh no. Like I started like tapping on the glass and she was just not moving, and I'm just like, oh my god, the hamster died. And it just like I like totally saw the signs but I missed them at the same time. And so it was sad. It was sad. I know, like, you know, a lot of people, they're like, oh, it's a small animal. They don't live long, this and that. Um, you know, just a hamster. I know a lot of people say that, but oh my God. I think a lot of people don't understand hamsters. Like, when you actually have a hamster and you take good care of it, their personality really comes out. And they have a lot of personality. This hamster had so much personality. You know, she was probably sick from the beginning, I'm assuming. But she was so lively, so active, and she was goofy. Like, she was funny to watch. And she was, you know, she seemed to always be having a good time. And so it was like, you know, it was just, you know, little animal that brings joy to your day, especially when you're working from home. So, I live in New York and there's nowhere to bury. I actually had to get her cremated. That was the only way. It's illegal to bury in parks. And I would not throw the hamster. First of all, that's also, I'm pretty sure, illegal. Second of all, I would not do that to a pet I took care of, you know? So yeah, I had to call and get her cremated. Yeah. Where do hamsters go? You have to call. For any animals, you have to call one of the cremation services or, you know, something like that. Velvet, thank you so much for the 26 months. So yeah, it's something that I knew like I should have looked more into beforehand, and I was thinking about that, but I didn't think that it would be so soon. I mean, she was only 9 months old, truthfully. So she's very young still, you know. I know like hamsters, once they hit like a year and a half, they're considered old, but like, you know, they don't live long, so 9 months is still, is it yeah, it's expensive. It's a few $100s everywhere, unfortunately. It's expensive, which is crazy, by the way, but that's another story. But I don't know. I was really sad about it. I was very sad. You know, I didn't think I would be so sad, but I was. I'm finally feeling a little bit better today, but you know, the first day was just terrible and the second day sucked too. But yeah, I'm feeling better. I think that it's just, you know, now I'm just happy that I got to have those moments with the little hamster. Really liked her. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you for listening, and thank you for the donations, you guys. But yeah, it's hard losing a pet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it would have been worse if it was later or now, but I think it was just so hard because it was sudden, and I wasn't expecting it. And you know, like I said, she was very lively, then so to see her, you know, passed away is just, it's hard. It was hard. It was sad, and I don't know, I think in general it's just really hard losing a pet. Yeah. Yeah. Did you lose a pet, Spin, ever? No, it was not good. It was very sad. I'm like, I need the whole day. Like I don't think I really did anything. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just put the TV on and, you know, try not to think about it. But like I took a nap that day and I was literally dreaming about her. Like I did not expect to be that sad, but I really was. I really was. I was always so excited when I got to see her because they're nocturnal animals. And so I I would always pick her up because she would always want to be picked up and, you know, taken out of the enclosure. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Velvet, and I'm sorry for your loss as well. It's so sad. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. I knew like it would affect me. I just didn't know how much it would affect me. The hamster's name was Carrot. That picture I showed you guys of her, I actually went to CVS and I got a little photo of it, like a little photo to add in like a frame. I'll show you guys right now. I'm gonna go grab it. It's really cute. It's my favorite one of hers. So I'm like, okay, you know, I choose my first pet. I had pets when I was younger, but it's not the same. You know, they're more family pets, and when you're young, you don't really, unless your parents teach you, you don't really know how to treat animals the best, in my opinion, especially small animals. So like with this pet, like with this hamster, you know, I made sure to research and make sure that, you know, I was creating a good environment for her. So I think it just really hurt. Like I took very good care of her. I tried my best, you know, and she was very happy, you know, you know, although hamsters don't form like social bonds like some other animals do, they still, you know, trust you. Like they form a sense of trust and there's still a connection in that way. And so it can be hard. Does it, Jimmy? Like I have no idea. Like it hit me that I never really had anybody close to me die or a pet until now. And now I know how much it sucks, at least pet wise. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, but I think that the first 2 days was very sad, but I think today I just remember a lot of the good memories because I really did have a lot of good memories with her. She was such a goofy hamster, and she had ironically the best luck until she didn't, but she escaped twice somehow out of her enclosure. And this was when I lived with roommates, and she was like, or you know, previous roommates, and like she was lucky enough to have escaped both times when there was no dogs over. Like, and like I found her in a dustpan foraging, and it was the funniest thing. And then like the first time she escaped, she was hiding in the closet, and like when I started like taking the drawers out, she was super scared. Like I heard her chittering her teeth, but then like I called her and she came, you know? I'm just like, and so they recognize noise, like like not voices per se, but different sounds. So they like, I think know when it's like it's you based on sound and smell, obviously. And so, yeah, this is my first pet that has died besides when I was younger. Yeah. I know, right, Velvet? Seriously. It's just, it's hard with pets because they're so pure, too. You know what I mean? Like, they're just so, like, I don't know. They're, you know, with animals, they're just, they live, you know, day by day. Like, they don't live for the future per se. And I think that there's some admiration there for that. The ability to just, you know, live for the present, like the exact moment you're in, instead of always trying to look towards something else. I think that that's just I don't know. They just, yeah, they're precious. Precious. And so, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get another hamster. I love hamsters, but they're very fragile, and I'm like, this was hard. This was hard. And you never know. With some hamsters, they'll live for like 3 years, but then they can die so easily and so quickly. Um, you know, you don't know what's wrong with them. Like if they catch an infection, like they can literally get COVID. I did not know hamsters can get COVID, but they can get COVID. I didn't. I'm gonna go grab the picture. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay, I grabbed it. 1 sec. Yeah, I think a lot of in general, it's hard for people to live on like a day-to-day basis all the time. You know what I mean? Like I doesn't matter who you are, because there's always things to do in the future, things to like plan, things to organize, you know, that part. So I think that a lot of times maybe, you know, primitive people can, but I think it's not like that with us these days. You know, it's like, oh, I have a job meeting tomorrow, I have this tomorrow, I have this in 2 weeks, I, you know, whatever. Like, so I guess that's all what I mean. But this is the photo I printed of her. That was her with her cheek stuffed. That's Carrot. She's super cute. Yeah, we do. We have to plan. It's very hard, love. A lot of times they'll just tell you they can't do anything about it. Yeah, she's so cute. She was so adorable. She was so tiny, you know, much tinier than she should have been. And like, and I feel bad for animals and these pet stores because they don't take care of them well. And so, and also the breeding mills are just terrible. So I'm glad that, you know, got to adopt her. I'll call it adopt, you know, from the store. And I think she had a good time. She was always so curious about everything. Like she was, if I like got her anything new, she would instantly run to it, you know? If I changed her cage, she would like look around the whole cage and explore and investigate what's going on. It was really, really cute. At least that Bill. I don't think, obviously, she didn't live a long life, but I think she'd lived a really good life, especially compared to a lot of other hamsters, um, because they're advertised as a children's pet when they're not. But anyways, yeah, so yeah, Rahul, I don't know. So I'm happy that, you know, she was just an amazing ham. She was the best hamster. Like I can't, she never bit anybody. You know, that's so rare with hamsters, especially from the pet store. They're always so scared. But with her, she was just like, she just wasn't aggressive. You know, she wasn't. Like, she was just very curious, adventurous, lively. You know what I mean? And she was just like always on the go. Um, yeah. I can't even see a sunset. uh, but you know, maybe one day I'll get another hamster, but I don't. It will not be from pet store. I don't want to support those practices. But you know, Ron, hey, what's up? Thank you for the 34 months. I was just talking about my hamster that just died a few days ago. Dude, I was like, not. That was like so traumatic. I'm so, like the hamster. What is it called when like animals and people die and they just go into like a state of freezing, like physically? I know it starts like an R. I never like can remember what it's called, but like that's the state she was already in. The crazy thing is like I literally heard her running on the wheel in the middle of the night. Like I woke up to it and then 6, 7 a.m. in the morning, she already passed away. Yes, that rigor mortis, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, that was already the state. Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't even think that part's gross, the freezing part. It's the fact that like when anything dies, it loses its color and just like the I don't know, like, you know, it's just yeah. Yeah. They have ethical breeders. People in general should try to go with ethical breeders, not stores like chain stores, because they do not take good care of the animals and they support really bad practices. And the animals, you know, are at that point that is abuse. When I was like visiting Petco, dude, a lot of those animals look depressed as hell, and then they keep their little beta fish, you know, in those little bowls, and like half of them are dead. I'm just like, this is honestly ridiculous. I don't like it. I can't. I don't want to be a part of something like that. But yeah, so it'll be good to play some chess. So you know, well, I don't know if I'll do puzzles today. Truthfully, I just kind of want to get into the chess. You do, but then like you continue the practice. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Like by giving them money, you're contributing to the continuation. You know, you're saving one hamster, but then you're contributing to thousands more. You know, getting into a position where they're abused and not handled properly. So to me, I think that better just not to be a part of that. It's definitely not. They're very small, so I think very, very little time. That's why hamsters can die so easily. Some hamsters die running on their wheels. Like, you know, they can just get a heart attack real, like, very easily if they're older, you know, and it doesn't take long to pass away because their digestive systems are so fast. So if there's something wrong with them, they tend to pass away pretty quickly, unlike humans. Yeah. Yeah, I would much rather just support ethical, you know, yeah, breeders. But yeah, so oh man. Yeah, no. It's ugh. I don't want to experience something like that again, but it comes with having a pet. Hi, user. So let's go ahead and just, I don't know, go into the chess, play some chess, you guys. But hey, thanks for listening. I talked about Carrot a lot on this stream. You know, anybody who's around a lot knew about Carrot. I mean, I would talk about her all the time to everybody. I love Carrot. She was so cute. She was just adorable. Yeah. So adorable. Oh my gosh. Mm, mm. Okay, let me go ahead and get the chess. Thank you, Run. I don't know what's going on with the monitor. I think something moved. Like I see the line and it's pissing me off, but I'll fix that later. Thank you. All right, enjoy your dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and get this chess started now. Hmm. Yeah, it's fine. It's just Twitch stuff. Of course, Bill. I wanted to show you guys her. I didn't expect that she would, pass away though. Like, you know, she was just so, so cute. But that's life. It's like that. All right, we're just gonna go straight into the chest. Mm-hmm. What are you all doing for Thanksgiving? Mm. My games have been something. I can't believe I dropped below 2000. That's ridiculous. That's because, like, didn't I lose on the clock the past two games and I reached? So annoying. Mm-hmm. I want to say this, then I go do that. Do that. Just develop everything here first. Because I think after 1700 it became really hard to find 15-minute games. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want to say this, but that's not the best move either. Okay, I don't mind taking one of the pieces like that. I think d6 makes sense. I do tilt because it's annoying. I hate waiting for it. You know? What I'm seeing here, it might make more sense to play. Da, da, da. Be thinking about you forever. I mean, I don't mind something like this. Like, I know that it's kind of a close, obviously a close position, but I don't really mind it. Then we can play that. I want to say this. They can play something like that. But that wouldn't be the smartest either. I don't mind this position too much. This is the, what did you call the pawn structure? Botvinnik pawn structure. What's the Botvinnik pawn structure? I need to, like, really learn all of this. I kind of want to play something like that. But then, of course, they have this, and that's a little annoying, though. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Gonna play that. Okay, I knew that was coming. Hmm. This, that. This. This, that. That. I want to say this, that, and that. But if I play this, they can play that. Don't like that too much. So I think something like that's not the worst either. Nice hoodie, Urban Outfitters. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe something like that wouldn't have been the worst either. I want to say this, but no. I like this move. And I also like having two bishops. Of course, we need to play something like that first. Yeah, I mean, we have our pawn break. They have a pawn break on e5. Kiss me out before you go. We have one here. I just wanted you to... Hi, Sarane. How you doing? Isn't Black Friday quite terrible these, recently? Lie. Beauty queen style. Feeling alive. I feel it. Wise above. Says I'm fine. I feel like this is one of those positions where one bad move is gonna hurt. And it's like all of the pawns are still on the board, and so it makes it like a closed position like this is requires more time, I'd say. Time sadness. Summertime sadness. So. Tonight. It's going about 99. I want to say this. I'll do it. I have less time, which I don't like because I had multiple winning positions last two streams and I lost the clock, so gotta keep that from happening again. I just wanted you to know. I got that summertime. Sadness. Think I'll miss you forever. Why waste time? Just take, right? Makes the most sense in my opinion. Summertime, summertime sadness. Let me keep thinking. Just wanted you to know. Hmm. I wasn't expecting that, but sure. I don't have a lot of time. I'm gonna go out of town for a little bit. Give me a sec. Sorry. I'm just doing a little bit of thinking. How do I want to do this? I like the possibility of creating a weak pawn there. Yeah, I think that's better. Yes, okay. I see. I guess that wouldn't work the best though. I think I'd much rather just go for something like that. I think it makes sense to even bring this here, you know what I mean? Mm, 2 minutes. I'm gonna say this. I just gotta be careful here, obviously. I feel like I'm rather complicating it a little bit. Mm, Let me think. Let's do that. Okay. I'm just scared because I'm gonna run out of time. You know what I mean? And that does, like, bother me a little bit, truthfully. Honestly, why did I just play that? Fuck. That's not good. Damn it. I don't know why they play that. I'm getting time anxiety from the past two last streams with the games. Definitely like doubted myself a little bit. I don't know why. That would have been easier for them to just take, yeah? Let's just exchange. It's easier that way. We need to defend though. Wait, why didn't I just play this? That would have been fine. 21 seconds. Damn it, I don't even know if I'll be able to do it with 21 seconds. Oh, I can't believe this is happening to me again for a third day in a row. Damn it. We just gotta play fast. Yeah, I gotta pull a Hikaru with my 3 years of experience in chess. This is what I was hoping for, truthfully, because this makes it the easiest. Okay, this is easy now. Okay, we got this. Our 16 seconds is enough. It's enough. There you go. Oof, yes, phew. Dude, I was so scared. Because I've literally, like, I think I've lost multiple winning games. Most of my games I've lost the clock by making, well, I made a bad mistake because the clock scared me. I like a minute left and then, ugh. You know, like a winning position. Ugh. Not even a miracle deserved that. Like, man, worked for it. Hey, thank you so much, Bill. Cancel myself. I don't mind playing a close position. can't tell myself. On with you. Take me back to the night we met. CG, thank you. How's it going? Thank you, thank you. Oh crap, did I mess up? I think I may have. My bad. Well, I'm feeling very goofy now. What's to do? Take me back to the night we met. I want to say that, but I don't know. No, actually, it's a terrible idea. Let's do this first. You know, you're feeling keto. That would be funny. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hi, Pula. How you doing? I love it and I hate it at the same time. From the daylight. I feel like my next move is gonna be too slow, so I shouldn't. Taking too long again. What's the plan with this move? Oh no, I just got myself forked. Fudge. I am good, I guess. Somehow. Well, now I just lost a piece. I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever. Daylight. Hate it at the same time. Annoying. Very annoying. I want to say this. They do that. I feel like I messed this one up a little too hard. But I'm gonna keep thinking. Baby. Oh shit, I didn't see that. How did I miss that? My bad. I don't know how I missed that. Literally. Plus, I shouldn't have done what I did that opening. That was ridiculous. Begging. That was ridiculous. Oh, we got it, castle. I don't really understand this. I want to say this. I like, Begging you. Okay. This is funny. Okay, how do I feel like doing this? Unless they find a way to trap me. Nah, let's just do it. Wait, that's still... I didn't see that. That's so fucking annoying. Wow, you're telling me I missed that shit? I thought we were good. I guess not. Dude, that's so fucking annoying. Actually. How did I miss that? Gosh. Now I lose 2 pieces. I was like, okay, we're good because this is not defended. It's okay. I'm just gonna keep going. Today we play chess for fun. We still lose 2 pieces. You know what I mean? Which is bullshit. Oh well. Okay. 2 bishops, I'm screwed. I'm so mad. Yeah, it's just annoying because I didn't like I missed that and I don't like missing things like that. It hurts. What the what did I just do that for? I meant to play here. Oh my gosh, my brain must not be working properly. I did not mean to do that. Guys, I'm serious and not mean to at all. My goodness. I'm on something, yeah. Just need to make sure I can't somehow like get screwed by that which I can, by the way. Let me think. Yo, you ate your words so fast. Obviously, I just need to not get forked. Hmm. As long as I don't get forked somehow, I'm happy. Let's defend everything. Okay. Please, no forks. That's all. I beg. No forks. Want to say this, but obviously, again, I'm a little. Maybe I keep them in like 2 different colors. Some of them be dandy. Okay. This is a fun endgame, actually. Just need to. Probably not the best idea to chase it, though, you know what I mean? Want to say that first. That next. Okay. I think that's just mate. Ha! It was. I caught up. I did it. I just have to go fast. No, they're definitely not simple. Hard. Alrighty. We keep going. Another game or two. Let's go. Wait, I'm not supposed to play this. I forgot. It's been a minute. Just waste a move. Bonfire, lost in the haze. It's great. Sweet for me. Let's have fun this game. I want that bishop. Wait, I can't do that. That would be bad. That. This is fun. I played Queen's I played Queen's Gambit when I first started. It's pretty solid. Chop gets just gotta keep playing. Oh boy, what did I just do? Oh, maybe I should care. No, I'm good. I will gladly trap him. Let me think here. Let's do that. Crazy. not looking good. It's not looking bad either, though. I don't want to give him the pawn either, though. Hmm. It's looking like quite the position. That's what it's looking like to me. It looks fun. Honestly. Heck yeah. Take a look at that. Well, well, well. You can't tell me that. You see? Would you look at that? Big time would you look at that, buddy? Just need to somehow infiltrate with the other pieces now. We have this, possibly. Takes. Takes. I'll think about it. We certainly have ideas. We could certainly keep it simple, but I kind of like my bishops. You know? Just gotta be careful. You know? With this move. Mm-hmm. I think that we have mate here, but I want to be double sure. Hmm. This definitely has to be. No freaking way. That's okay. This is like jokes. How the how do I do this? No. How do we want to do this? Okay, I gotta hurry. I want to say this, but then I really don't like that. That's a little hmm. Truthfully, I think this is better. Or even hmm. Hmm. How do I want to go about this position? Sorry, I'm just thinking. But I might be thinking for too long. It's probably not even worth like complicating it that much, but at the same time, I don't know. I think something like this is truthfully okay. Would it have made more sense to even play something like that? Just kick it away. Do that. One minute. Damn it, I keep doing this today. I'm sorry. This blows. Well, I keep doing this. Okay, I need to win. Da, da, da. Hmm. Oh my gosh. I did see that. One second. Take. We gotta simplify. Okay. We'll do this. So nerve-wracking. 36 seconds. Okay. Oh my god, okay. This, we're just gonna have to play quickly. Okay. This. So nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh, 18 seconds. Breathe, guys, breathe. Oh god, this is so fucked. I think I'm screwed. In 15 seconds. I'm so nervous. I'll lose my mind. Oh gosh, make a move. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. It's not good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh god. Oh my god, I lost my god. I knew that was coming. Not enough time. Oh god. That sucks. So unlucky. So unlucky. Oh gosh. 1 second. Oof. Darn it, that sucks. That's so bad. That really hurt. Okay, I'm just gonna play one more and be done with it. That was so I can't believe it. It's the curse remains. The curse remains. Yeah. Bill, thank you. Thank you. I overthought it. Now I'm not doing so well because I may have accidentally rushed this. Thank you so much, Bill. Okay. Something tells me they're really going for F7. Yeah, oops. Yeah, oops. Whoops. I mess up. They call it puppy love. We gotta keep setting up. Like, I know the goals here. I do. Oh, damn it. I did what I told myself I wouldn't do. I literally just did exactly what I said I wouldn't do. I can't believe I just did that. No, wait, I didn't do that. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay. I thought that this was open and I'm like, I told myself I wouldn't do that. We're good. We're gonna lock that position down before we get into trouble. There you go. I say, ooh. You guys, I was so scared. I'm like, I can't believe I messed up the whole position. But I didn't. I didn't. Huge passer. Which is awesome. This time I will not disregard the clock. I'm paying attention to the... Well, I'm trying to pay attention to the clock. I am. City's cold and empty. Say, ooh. Wow, I don't know. Just thinking. I see the plan, I think. Take on me. That's okay, we keep chasing them. I say ooh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just thinking. Give me a sec. Just gotta keep thinking. Actually, I would like something like this first. Okay. Sorry, this game is intense. I go back to I see the plan. We can do this though. No worries, I saw that coming. Go back. I go back to I gotta keep thinking. I don't feel like really giving up that Hmm. No, I'm overthinking it. Let's play. You had a few. I gotta keep thinking. 1 second. I know I have something here. Okay. There's a lot of good moves. There's a lot of good moves. I see some ideas, but you know what? Mm-hmm. Sad to see you go. Wait, did I have something better? I just had mate right here. Oops. Whatever. Same shit. Still gonna get mate. Okay, I like totally. I was so invested in the bishop rook that I didn't see the queen and rook. Hmm. Yes, I just realized we reached all the goals, so we're having an arena tomorrow. Hmm. Yeah, there's so many options. I didn't have enough time to calculate the best ones. I saw the G pawn, but I also knew that if they did that, we can defend properly. To you. Okay. Let's do 1 minute games. Oops. Do 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 do. All right. See what I can do here. That. There's so many options. Da, da, da. Damn, I think I may have had something better and I messed it up. Whoops. Da, 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 da. Oh, I lost on time. Is bullet good for you? I have no idea, honestly. It's about time that I start actually really studying new openings and pawn structures further. Because I am not about this life currently. God damn it. That's so annoying. Ah, I'm gonna lose on the clock again. Hmm. Dude, I can't. I'm just not good at bullet. Like my other games. Shut up and dance with me. Times of the night. She licked my heart. I don't know how it happened. Hmm. Very interesting. Oh no. Whoops. Don't you dare look back. Ah! No. Oh my gosh, the time. I can't with it. Oops. Again. I don't know what I just did. I just moved. How it happened. Just keep your eyes on me. I better not somehow lose this again. Shut up and dance with me. Huh. Jokes. Yeah, I don't see how you come back from this one. Hmm. Oh! No way to lose this one. To the clock, there's always a way to lose this. What are you guys talking about? Oh no, I mouse slip. Made of... Ooh, it's lagging. Oh, I forgot I don't have my, That's where my name is. Hmm. Don't wanna shoot. Hmm. It's all for you. Hmm. Cool. There you go. I am slow on bullet. I know. Thank you, Mr. Obvious. I don't know. I play bullet once I can't do too much more rapid. Bullet. Hard. But welcome. Good to have you guys here. We're gonna have an arena tomorrow. If you guys want to play some bullet against me. Oh, I was going a little fast, yeah. Okay, let me think here. This. Don't get too close. Like that. And maybe this. They say it's what you make. I don't mind this actually. Looking at it now. And then we'll just go back. Probably not a good idea otherwise. It's bigger. There you go. Okay. Yeah, is it 25 or 30? For undefeated in an arena? What's your rating again, Noel? That's me in the corner. Try to go faster. Sometimes I'm like in a mood and I can actually go fast, but that's not always the case. Let's just play something like that. That's me in the corner. Just gonna try not to totally blunder, FYI. Okay. How about something like that? It's not a bad... That. Yeah, I don't mind this at all. Take their bishop. Bishops are way more annoying than anything else. Truthfully. No! I did not mean to allow that. Aww. Oh no! I just lost all my pieces. Oh, they didn't see it. I hate dealing with knights. It's always such a pain to deal with them. You know what I mean? Like, what? Oh my gosh. Not good. Come on. Oh shit. We have the nice thingy, Mabob. No! I'm too slow. Wait. What's the... I wonder what the best moves here were. This is mate into. Oh, just this. And then it's just... ah. It can just be this. It can be anything, truthfully, right? Or does it have to be rook f3? No, that was... I had a windmill mate. Ooh, that was rough. Okay. Why don't we counter Fianchetto? Thought I heard you left first. I mean, we technically can play something like this. You know what I mean? And then just that. And then we go back. Maybe even something like this. It's not the worst idea. And then we go back. Now let's see what we can do. God damn it. I hate when I miss that. Alright, whatever. I think we're fine. That's me in the corner. Yeah, let's play that. Oh no, wait, I'm gonna get... That wasn't pretty. So sad. Oh no! Alright, well, it's not my game. My bad. Ow. Alright, that didn't count. That was baloney. You know what I think? I think with Bullet, if you know your openings, way easier not timeout. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Otherwise, just like terrible. You know what? Yeah. Wait. What do I want to play? I don't really feel like letting them take my piece like that. So I'll just do something like this. Honestly, it's not bad at all in my opinion. Our knight is doing an amazing job. Perfect. Oh look, we got the mate first. Ha. We've all been there, yes. I like the idea of something like, but then that wouldn't help at all anyway, so let's just play this. and then that, and then that, because it's funny. I don't mind that. Yeah, why not? Wait, I just saw the problem. Damn. Whatever. Didn't see that. Oh well. I know what they're trying to do, and it's not gonna work. Hmm. Hmm. Cool. Oh my gosh, 3 seconds. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Are we somehow solid? Oh shit. Hmm. Wait, I think we would have still been fine, right? Even with something like this. Oh, but then this would happen and that's not the best. Truthfully, I think if we just played something like... Hmm. Okay. I try to pre-move and I'm just not that good at it. Yeah, I don't mind something like that. And then this. And then that. And then... let me think. That. That. Da, 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 da. Mate. Haha, I almost messed that up, didn't I? Yeah. Ah, yes, yes, one of these people. Let's go. Da, 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 da. Wow. Interesting. Alrighty. So, I think it's almost mate here. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna make it work. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. This. And then that. Oh, very nice. Okay, that's just gonna be me in a second. Oh my gosh, the lag. Oh no. Yo, I'm about to lose to the... Oh, I won on time. Sorry, my mouse is lagging. Okay, I gotta get going. Alright, we'll have arena tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Rapid games were fine today. But if you guys want to join for arena, it'll be 1 minute tomorrow. 0 increment. Alrighty, take care, everybody. Have a good night.